Welcome to session 5 of our class. This week, you're going to be working on 2 assignments that will ask you to reflect on some of your readings and to comment in discussions with your classmates. Note that the TED Talk assignment has a change in where you're going to post it to make it a little easier for our classmates to find them. You'll actually be posting in session 5 this time. First, you're going to be taking your own notes about pertinent ideas in the readings. The first reading is a chapter from Schlesinger. He wrote in the 1990s about his lens on multicultural education. Next, there are 2 links to the work from Hirsch with his Core Knowledge series. He wrote a series of books with his foundation. The second link of this Hirsch series from the Core Knowledge Foundation is just a piece for you to glance through on Canvas. It's actually 285 pages, so please don't try to read it closely. It's a sequence of what this movement thinks should be taught in each grade level in America. You're going to be taking notes a little differently this time. You'll be trying to write an idea from every page or 2 of the reading from Schlesinger or Hirsch that you think are the most important ideas. Then you're going to highlight in a different color, like red or blue, 3 of those that you feel are the most important that you want to speak to. And in your paragraph, you'll be explaining what spoke to you about those quotes or paraphrases that you wrote, 2 or 3 of them for each author. You're explaining why you think that's the most important part of their message, or what you feel spoke to you as why it was interesting about teaching in America today and what they're saying from the perspectives of Schlesinger and Hirsch. After you finish your writing and you're thinking about your quotes, you're just going to hit the submit button at the top right corner, and you'll come to a box that you'll be writing your notes or attaching the ones that you've written. When you're finished, you will click at the bottom of the page on the Submit Assignment button, and your notes will be submitted and turned into grading for me. Finally, this week, you'll also be commenting on the TED Talk type of video that you're either going to be launching or writing about other classmates' submissions. There's a change this week, and it will be the same for the next 2 weeks of this remaining part of this assignment. The change is that instead of going back to session 3 in Canvas and submitting your TED Talk there and commenting there, I'm afraid it's getting too long, too many TED Talks are scrolling through, and it will be hard to keep track. So you're just going to submit a new one if you've signed up to do a TED Talk this week in session 5. Submit that in the box on Canvas that actually says TED Talks for session 5. If you're not posting your own video this week, you should still be clicking on the TED Talk box during this session, session 5, and commenting on 2 of the other classmates who have posted their videos. So remember to post your video if you're doing so this week by Wednesday so that your other classmates have time to comment on your post. Please email me if you have any questions about where to submit this TED Talk, since this is a change from the original directions, but I want to make it more clear for everyone that it's easier to follow and comment in discussions with each other on the TED Talks that are new instead of scrolling through all of the old ones. So please just submit that to session 5, and I hope you have a wonderful week.